Well, right now I'd like to welcome Gary Morrison. Gary is, of course, on the United Board. He is the board treasurer. And I know today you're going to give us a finance update, right?
I am. Maybe not what you want to hear, but it is
what it is.
It
am
is
I right?
what it is.
Hey, I want to mention very quickly that if you are watching us in the morning, because by the time this replays, the deadline will be over, but I do want to mention this, that applications are still being accepted for the vacancy on the United Board. Now, this is a very short term. It goes into the fall. So if anybody wants to give it a try, this is a good time to do it. There's the information on the screen. And again, I apologize if you're watching the replays later, but I wanted to get this out one more time this morning. You can get your application by coming up here to the second floor of the community building and filling that out. You can contact Catherine Laster. You can see her email and phone number there. And so if you're interested, again, this will go to, when is it? It's like October, right? Yeah,
correct.
October.
Yes.
So a good chance if you want to just say, hey, is this right for me? Give it a few months trial, right?
Yes, and we need all the help that we can get. And so we welcome anyone who wants to come forward and volunteer their time.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, let's head on over to finance land.
All right. Now, do we have slides?
Yes, we're going to bring up the slides. Yes, sir.
Okay, on slide 1, the revenue for United through February the 28th, 2018 was $6,739,000 compared to expenses of $5,785,000, which resulted in a net revenue of $954,000. Okay, slide 2, please. Thank you. Through February, United Mutual was better than budget by $806,000. This was primarily due to the timing of invoices and budget distribution that differs from scheduled work. And this is like as a result of moisture intrusion. Funding for the program is on a contingent basis, and in some cases, and especially at this time of year, we've performed or we've had outside work performed, but has not been billed yet, so has not been booked. So that's part of this moisture intrusion figure. We've had waistline remediation, works in progress, building structure replacement. Funding is on a contingent basis and work's not been required to date. We have roof repairs, of which work is in progress. Okay, slide 3, please. On the pie chart, we show non-assessment revenues received to date of $215,000 by category, starting with the largest revenue generating category of interest income, followed by chargeable services, laundry revenue, and resale processing fee revenues. Okay, on slide 4, pie chart, expenses to date, $5,784,000. Our largest categories of expense are for compensation and property taxes, followed by utilities and materials. The last slide, the reserve balances on February the 28th, 2018 were $23.3 million. Our year-to-date contributions, interest to reserves, were $2,050,000. Our expenditures were $1,150,000. Okay, next we'll get into our monthly resale report. Our resales are down this year, and they are last year we had 73 sales. This year we had 44, so we're down 29 sales, or almost 40%. Our average resale price is gone up from $239,622 to $275,015. The dollar difference is $35,393, so it's up almost 15%. Our delinquencies have gone down from 79, almost 80,000 to 71,000, so that is also positive. Our chargeable services have gone down also $10,000. So we're kind of pulling in some extra money there.
Right.
The next thing I want to talk about, and this is, we're going to be starting budgets next month.
Yes. Yeah.
Not a fun thing to talk about. What we're finding more and more is that we have a lot of remediation that needs to be taken care of that was not taken care of through the last PCM. We're having a lot of water intrusion leaks.
Yes.
Last year cost United alone $1.5 million. Now, that also does not include people having to move out for several months. They have to have the walls cut down. They have to have everything dried out, floors replaced. I mean, it's a mess.
Yes.
To say nothing that their insurance premiums are probably going to increase, and they're going to have their, I can't think, when you have to pay up front.
Deductible.
Deductible,
Yeah.
thank
Yes.
you. So they have a deductible to pay, so it's a very inconvenient
Right.
thing to go through. So we're finding that we're having the waistline leaks, and we're also having now supply line leaks. So the copper are starting to, we're having small leaks within the
Right.
walls.
Yes.
So what we want to do, and what we've started to do this year, is when we're going in for the waistline remediation, we're continuing on into the supply line remediation.
Okay.
Now, I've also found out that when they've replaced the toilets in the past, they've not replaced the valves. So the valves are old, and they're causing sometimes just if somebody hits it or turns
You're
it,
talking about the valve.
the valve on the wall that goes to the toilet.
Right.
So those need to be replaced, and so we're going to be starting a program to do that.
Okay.
So we're just really into a lot of things right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We have electrical components that need to be updated and
Right.
replaced, but I think that we're not having the costs associated with damages through electrical that we're having with water, so I
Right.
want to throw the money into water at this point.
Right, and is this, I know you've talked about this before, that although this plan, the water remediation plan can take
Right.
several years, you've talked about speeding it up because in the long run it could end up costing more because of the cost of leaks
Right.
and things like that.
Well, and I think, and this is something that I cannot decide on my own,
Right,
and this is what I need to take forward. I'm hoping that the people come to our meetings,
Right.
voice their opinions. But we're going to have to get some money together, and whether we do this by increasing our monthlies, a supplemental, or a bank loan, and I know bank loan people hate to
Right.
hear that word.
Yeah,
But when we're spending $1.5 million, we could be borrowing $20 million and paying less money than what we're paying for cleanup.
right.
So, I think we need to get a good grasp, but it's not my decision. I want to know what the people that
Yeah.
live here want to do about it. I also want to bring up, this just came up, an appliance problem, where some people they had a new refrigerator, it was on warranty.
A refrigerator supplied by United.
Correct. Not
Not
their
on
own.
their own. Got it.
Okay, and so GE came in and they didn't have the parts to fix it. So these people were without a refrigerator for 3 weeks. So we've got a new policy now in place so that if people are running into a problem such as this, we're going to be bringing in a new one and taking out that old one.
Right.
Because people should not be without
Yeah.
appliances.
Yes.
So that is just starting, and I would tell everyone, if you're having any kind of a problem like this, call Resident Services
Okay.
and they'll be taking care of it.
All right.
Let's see. I wanted to also mention there's a possible scam out there. And I just had someone come up to me yesterday and went up to this lady, and they were representing themselves as a real estate company and said that the house next door was being repossessed, which we thought was kind of odd because
Yeah.
it is not even in delinquency. There
Yeah.
are no delinquencies. And they were asking for the deeds, they were asking for this and that. Well, we don't even have deeds here.
Yeah.
So that kind of tips it off also. So I would want to tell everyone, if you are approached by anyone asking questions that do not seem reasonable, call security.
Okay.
And that's about all I have.
All right. And I know going forward, you'll give us updates on,
I-
the budgets
on the
go
budget, I will
several
do that.
months.
I
and
will
so
do
we'll
that.
see how that
I'll do
plays
that.
forward.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
on as always, Gary.
Thanks a
always
lot.
good to see you. You take care, and we'll be right back.
It's supposed to be 90.